Hello, welcome back. Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make this paper airplane. This paper airplane holds the Guinness Book of World Records for longest flight time. 27.6 seconds. Can you believe that? I'll bet if they threw this off a tall skyscraper, it could last longer than that. But anyways, doesn't it look like a flying book from Harry Potter? Something like that. It's kind of square. So anyways, I'm going to show you how to make this paper airplane. It is a good paper airplane. It does have some good hover time, and it's not that difficult. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to start off with some regular printer paper, 8.5 by 11, and we're going to fold this lengthwise. So we're going to fold this in half. We're going to line up the corners. We want to be as accurate as we can on this one. So once we line the corners, put that crease right down the middle. Then we're going to open this up. This will look like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take each side and we're going to fold this, line this up to the center crease, but we're only going to crease down the tip up here. That's it. That's going to be an indicator we're going to use next. We're going to do the same thing to both sides. So I'm going to fold this one in right at that center crease. Make my indicator, let it go. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to, using that indicator, we're gonna go ahead and fold it back on that line. We're gonna give it a little angle, point the corner to the center. But our goal is to make a crease from this indicator down to this corner of the paper. So what you're gonna do is, holding this down, you're gonna adjust this part of the paper until you think you've got a good alignment to this down there. So once you do, you go ahead and crease that down. That worked. And then we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So I'm gonna go ahead and crease this down. I'm gonna line up these corners because it's gonna get me close. But I'm still gonna check it. So I'm gonna reach it down. Yep, that looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and crease that. And if you're a little bit off like this, all you gotta do is pick it up, make a little adjustment, and recrease it. Now that we have that, we're gonna go ahead and rotate this sideways. And right here where the two corners are pointing to each other, this is going to be our fold point. And the way we're gonna keep this fold straight is we're gonna use this center crease line here. So see how, right there? What we're gonna do, and you can reinforce this if you want, maybe this will help. Go ahead and just kind of reinforce that. We're going to fold it back, again on this line, but lining up the center crease against itself. So the way that looks is, I'm gonna find that center point, line up that crease, and then I will fold this, crease that down. This is going to ensure that we keep a straight fold as we fold this down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold this 8 times, but no, this paper is gonna start to bind and these are gonna lift up. I'll show you how we're gonna deal with that. So that's one fold, we need 8. 1, 2, and again, just make sure that center crease is on. 3, 4, 5. You can see the paper's starting to bind already. It's starting to lift. So what we're gonna do is 6, is we're gonna start down here, and we wanna keep this as flat as possible. So go ahead and just keep that flat, and you can make these funny little creases up in here. See how they kind of don't look pretty? But they're going to be underneath, and the important part is to keep this flat. So we're gonna do the same thing to both sides. Go ahead and let that, crease that down. What was that, 6? 7. And 8. Okay, we'll make sure this is creased. So we fold this down, 8. Okay, great. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold this back in half. We'll ensure that our corners are lined up, our wings match. We will reinforce that bottom crease. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go about an inch up and we're gonna fold this down. But we're gonna keep this front edge here in alignment. This is the nose of our plane. So to go about an inch, what I'm gonna use is a ruler, because as you have a lot of folds, it gets a little bit tough to fold. You don't have to use a ruler. I'm just trying to keep it neat for the demonstration. So I'm gonna use this roller and I'm going to pinch it up. All right, once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and fold this down, making sure this is flat. And then I will crease that down. We do the same thing on the other side, except I'm just gonna go ahead and line that up, fold that back, make sure the front is even, and crease that down. I'll even give it a little pinch here, just because it's so bunched up, it's hard to work with sometimes. Okay, so this is what we have. You can see it's already starting to look like a book. What we're gonna do next is we're going to make another fold. We're gonna fold the edges here. We're gonna go from that tip all the way back, but we're gonna keep this back side flat against itself. Here's what I mean. So we're gonna fold that up. We're gonna lay this down. Before we crease it, we're just gonna kind of line this up. Make sure the back is in line, and we can go ahead and crease that down. Then this will come up, because we want these straight up, so our plane flies right. And we'll do the same thing to the other side. And if this is bunched up, make sure you crunch it underneath. All right, we're gonna lift that up. Make sure the back side is lined up. Crease that down, lift that up. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and reshape this, lift this up. See, come on, that looks like a book, doesn't it? It's like a book out of Harry Potter. It's a little flying. Okay, anyways, so that's how you do this. I hope this helped. Let me know what you think. This is the longest flying paper airplane. It did set the record.